Oh, Southwest Florida, I'm back.
Yes.
Of course, I'm Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live, the iconic television show now in our 30th year. We're here at the African Coalition of Southwest Florida's end-of-year celebration, and it is a celebration of magnificent proportion. Everybody who's anybody is here to celebrate the year that has been a great year for the African Coalition. Where are we? We're at Post 93, Post 38, downtown Fort Myers. We're in the art gallery, and behind us is a red carpet. This is the red carpet interviews, and I'm taking full duty of it this time. Big plug for December the 10th.
Yes.
We'll be right back here for the bow ties, gowns, and what?
Yes.
Cocktail dresses.
Yes.
And we have the charismatic assistant director for the Community Development Agency of the city of Fort Myers, Phyllis Calloway, who just gave a magnificent keynote speech this evening. Phyllis, we're going to get to your speech, but let's cover some other things first.
Okay.
The most important thing, the outfit.
Well,
yeah, I thought I was going to say something heavy. Everybody at home looking at the nice little African garb.
Thank you.
Talk about, did you order that? You already had it laying around the closet? What?
Actually, I called a seamstress, a friend of mine that I met in Nigeria, and she made this for me especially for tonight. And we were so afraid because of all of the shipping problems, it wasn't going to get here, so it arrived on Wednesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just kind of sent her your measurements?
I only sent her my measurements.
And it worked?
Perfectly.
But that's because you like that model body, right? So you don't really have difficult finding things to fit like
No,
right.
not anymore.
You're
right.
lucky, yeah. Now, on a normal basis, you're a tall female, right?
Yes.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'7.5".
Okay, and then when you have those heels, you look like a giant.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's go first to the African Coalition of Southwest Florida. How did you first become familiar with the organization?
I became familiar with the organization through the Habitat, actually, because Kavina and his wife and I are friends. So I used to tell them, when you're doing things, let us know. Again, lack of communication in our community. I didn't even know there was a Southwest Florida African Coalition even in existence. So this past summer, they had the event out at Lakes Park. I wasn't able to go, but I told them, we are in support. We have to bring all of these collaborations together in order to make it work for the whole community.
And you are certainly community involved. So this will be your first time coming to one of these events?
It's my first time.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of coming to all of them, and certainly had the pleasure of going back 20 years when the African movement first came to Southwest Florida. Now, first of all, what did you expect, and is it living up to expectations?
It's more than my expectations. Like I said in my speech, I went to Africa with no expectations, and I've learned since then, I don't go anywhere with any expectations. I adjust, I acclimate, and if it's not something I want to be a part of, I leave. Tonight, I just hope it just continues on, and it's the place, it's the environment, and all of these beautiful people here, dressed to the nines, having a good time, no complaining, and smiling.
Right. Talk about the food.
Oh my God, where do I start? Man, I think I had about 3 of those turkey servings. The food is phenomenal. You're talking about seasoning. You just feel it going down, and you can almost just separate those different taste buds and go, wow. So
and that's why we know our grandmas and moms and all going through our lineage can cook so well in the black community, because it's all handed down from their African roots.
That's exactly right. They didn't go to the store to buy the seasoning salts and the things like that. They used the fat back from the pigs and anything else they could get to season it. And that's how we learned to cook.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Now, in your speech, you talked about your travels to Africa, the wonderful time you had, the educational experience you had. What do you hope that people took away from your speech?
to learn and research for themselves. Just don't listen to something that you're told and believe it's true. Because I'm gonna tell you, Lee, when I first went, the first thing I thought I would see was one of these little children with the big stomach, or some mother that couldn't stand up and walk. It was just totally different. Now I realize some of those things may exist, but don't publicize it so much.
They exist everywhere.
Everywhere. In New York City, you can walk down the street and see the very same thing. Equalize it by telling the truth.
All right. And of course, I don't know if you noticed, but I spent a lot of time in Africa over the
I've heard, yes, sir.
And so, and in college, my roommates were from Nigeria.
Oh my God, yes.
So I was like engulfed in the African tradition and learning, you know, as early as 18 years old.
Yes.
So I didn't have any misconceptions about anything. And then once I started to get up and have the means and everything, I started going to the continent a normal part of my lifestyle.
And that's so important.
Right. So all the Africans here basically know me over the years, and they know I can relate to fufu and everything.
And you said the key word, relate.
Yeah.
Because so many times when we travel to foreign countries, we don't want to experience the culture. We're tourists.
Right.
I never travel that way, ever.
Right, and it's good when you do go to Africa, different countries in Africa, that you get amongst the indigenous people and do what they do and understand their normal stuff. Get away from the touristy track, the money-making stuff, do the regular stuff, and you really have a real affinity for what's going on. I think you said it in your speech, but I'm not sure. But I know most of the time when I'm in Africa and they know I'm there, when I meet the locals, they want me to come and stay with them.
Yes, and that's exactly
and get out of the hotel, right?
Exactly, exactly.
That's a part of the welcoming tradition still that we have in our African-American community.
And they're so appreciative, especially in Lagos, Nigeria. They told us they were so excited that Black Americans chose their country to visit.
Yes. Now, the music that we're experiencing tonight is a combination of music, but we certainly hearing that African music.
Yes, yes.
And we can see the dance, and talk about the dance and everything that you're experiencing here.
We experienced a nightclub life there. The hotel we were staying in had a nightclub, and every night, Sunday through Saturday, Sunday to Sunday, it was nonstop partying. And the music would just make you move. It didn't matter if you didn't know the steps. The music made the steps, and it was just phenomenal.
Africans know how to party.
They know how to party, exactly.
And we experienced an example.
Tonight, yes. This is Africa in Fort Myers tonight.
You guys are missing it, but you can get here next year. You can also join the African Coalition of Southwest Florida. Just Google it. All that information out there to become a member.
Yes.
It looks like, I think, a little girl out there running around look just like you. Who is that?
That's a little boy. That is my grandson, 3 years old.
Your daughter is here.
My daughter is here.
That's who looks just like you.
That's my daughter. They drove in this afternoon, and I'm so happy they're here for the week. Yes, yes.
You thought I was talking about the little boy?
I thought you were talking about my little grandson.
Everybody tell you and your daughter look just like.
Yes, and you know, Lee, she's actually, I tell her all the time, it's like she's living my life over again.
Why you say that?
I can see so many things that happening in her life now has happened in my life, down to the men that she's meeting. And it's almost scary.
Down to the what?
Down to the men that she meets.
Oh, really?
And I told her just the other day, we need to talk a little bit more.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
You know, it's a combination of, because we're accepting people. So the love and the compassion sometimes is giving, but you don't receive. You got to know your worth. So I told her it was a long time in life before I really knew my worth. I would just give, hold everything in, and not share. Some people call me vulnerable. Others call me naive. But until I got to know who I really was. So she's growing to that point now.
You know, I want to talk to you about the assistant director for the Community Redevelopment Agency. But I'll have that conversation with you in the coming days.
Yes.
So I don't want to go down that track.
Okay.
Let's go down the DST track.
Yes.
You're a member of Delta Sigma Theta
Yes,
sorority.
I am. Yes.
Right now, your national convention is going on in Atlanta.
Georgia, yes.
Tell me what, I know I've been seeing some posts, but Deltas have taken over Atlanta?
Delta's at 20,000 strong, first time ever. And I am happy to say that Michelle Hilton Terry, our executive director of Fort Myers, Florida, is there having a great time. Yes, she is.
When will she be back?
She'll be back on Monday.
Shout out to you, Michelle. I know you're looking at this.
Yes.
People are listening to us on radio and seeing this on television as well. What do you hope that when people leave here tonight that they will have taken from the end of year African Coalition celebration?
That there is an opportunity for all of us to come together. Everyone has something to offer, no matter who you are. You need to come and just share. You're a resource for us, and we're a resource for you. And when we join together, we become a bigger and better community.
Great turnout here tonight, people. Over 100 people here, maybe 150. Everybody's in there on one accord, having a great time. Home-cooked food.
Yes. Oh, God, yes.
And we're here with the keynote speaker. Final question. How did you come about becoming the keynote speaker? When I saw it, I'm like, Phyllis speaking?
You know, I don't know. I'm honored, but Kabini called me and said, we took a vote, and I had put your name in the hat. And when your name came up, everybody said, yes, we want her. I'm not sure if anyone has ever heard me speak other than on your show, because I used to do speakings at the church at St. John, but out in public like this in Fort Myers, this is the first time.
Yeah, when they heard you on my show, everybody was like, whoa. You know, they were like, whoa, she's out there, she got something to say. It's like you got something to say.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be a part of that.
Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah,
too.
you just cool as can be. This is Phyllis Calloway, the keynote speaker at tonight's annual African Coalition of Southwest Florida's end of year celebration here in 2021. We're downtown on the River District, Post 38, which has now become one of the hot spots.
Yeah.
And certainly, since Leap Fish Live After Work has come here, it has grown in popularity, and we're glad to have been a part of that.
Yeah.
Next time you see me here will be December the 10th at Leap Fish Live After Work. $5 at the door. Bow ties, gowns, and cocktail dresses. It's the dress code. And when we say bow tie, there's not a black tie affair. Put together your outfit, just wear a bow tie, and the ladies, do you.
Yes.
It's not formal, but do you. You want to wear your gown? Boom. You want to wear your cocktail dress? Boom. Drop those heels on, spruce it up. Christmas tree will be lit. Holiday festivities, a little bit of eggnog, some mistletoe, upscale.
Yes, I'm looking so forward to it. I can't wait.
We'll be right back. Stay right there.